Yeah. Okay. Run. Okay, let's go.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Ramanda from class 4A. Here I will review textbook. So let's go. So on this occasion, I will review the textbooks, which is a reference book entitled How to Teach Pronunciation, and this book which contains in 165 pages. And about the author, Gerald Kelly is a very experienced teacher or teacher trainer, and he based in London. He is the author of How to Teach Pronunciation by Longman in the 2000. He also writes educational material for website. Okay, now let's move on to the contents of these books. This book consists of 8 chapters, each of which has a subchapter consisting of 5 or 6 chapters, and there is 1, the description of speech, 2 is teaching pronunciation, and 3 is vowel, 4 is consonant, 5 words and sentence stress, and 6 is intonation, 7 is other aspect of connect speech, and 8 is pronunciation of spelling. In this book also have a text file with the key answer, and also have appendixes. There are 4 appendix. So I will explain further in each chapter. 1. The description of speech. In this chapter, the description is more general in nature, focusing on speech and what it contains. There are also several explanatory tables with pronunciation. Next is teaching pronunciation. This chapter goes over the procedure for learning pronunciation in greater detail. There are advantage and disadvantage to learning, as well as strategies for dealing with them. This chapter contains 3 discussions, each accompanied by technique and example. And the next is vowel. Authors will go over what vowels are and why they are so important. There also are example of how to use it, and as well as some activity, some suggestion for developing this material. And 4 is consonant. It describes consonant characteristic as well as what we should be concerned about and pay attention to in this material. There are also 5 application samples and they examples in this section. And the next is words and sentence stress. This chapter is divided into 2 sections. 1. Word stress, and 2. Sentence stress. It also includes a sample lesson with 5 samples as well as ideas for activities in this material. And the 6 is intonation. There are 6 discussions in this chapter, each with several lessons. Connect the discussion material to other resources. And the 7th chapter is other aspect of connected speech. This chapter explains the material about several other aspects related to speech. Consists of 7 discussions on it, with explanation and example in it. And the last is pronunciation of spelling. There is a discussion about pronunciation and spelling, as well as the problem associated with it. This chapter also include a sample lesson with 5 examples. Okay, the next I will explain table of content. And in the first page is introduction. The next is chapter 1 is the description of speech, included 5 subchapter. There are what are the main features of pronunciation and the psychology of pronunciation, also the articulation of phonemes and phonemic transcription, and the last is phonetic and phonology. And the second chapter is teaching pronunciation, have 4 subchapter. There is a why teach pronunciation, problems and approach in pronunciation teaching, also what pronunciation model to teach, and the last is technique and activities. And the 3 is vowel. There are 5 subchapters. And the 1 is the characteristic of the pure vowel sounds, so the characteristic of diphthongs, raising awareness of vowel sound, sample listen, also the further ideas for activity. 4 is consonant, which include 4 subchapter. The 1 is the characteristic of the consonant sound. 2 is raising awareness of consonant sounds and sample listen, also the further ideas for activities. And chapter 5 is a words and sentence stress. This chapter is also many subchapters will be explained. There is a 12 subchapter. What is word stress? What is unstressed? Rules of word stress, level of stress, sentences, stress timing and syllables timing, sentence stress and tonic syllables, also sentence stress and weak forms, raising awareness of word and sentence stress, and sample listen, also further ideas for activities, and the last is putting sentence stress into perspective. And the next is chapter 6, that is intonation. In this chapter have 7 subchapters, and there is what is intonation and why teach it, tones, tonic syllables and tones units, grammar and intonation, also have a sample listen, and attitude and intonation with the sample listen, discourse and intonation with sample listen, also how teachable is intonation. So in the chapter 7 there is other aspect of connected speech, and this is have a lot of sub chapters. That is why other aspect of connected speech, assimilation, elision, linking and instruction, juncture, contraction, and should we teach this aspect of connected speech, and sample listen. And the next chapter is the last chapter is pronunciation of spelling. There is have 4 chapter. First is English spelling is not phonetic, and next is regular feature of English pronunciation and spelling, and 3 is problems and approach in the teaching of pronunciation and spelling, and the last is sample listen. All the chapters also have a sample listen for each chapter, and also have a text file with the text file key and appendixes. There are 4 appendix. Appendix A is about learners' reference chart of English sounds. Appendix B is common pronunciation difficulties. Appendix C is spelling and pronunciation tables, and Appendix D is further reading. And I will explain about this book. This book has written for all teachers of English who is to improve their knowledge and develop their practical skill in this important area. This book is aimed to aid teachers in gaining theoretical information as well as confirming and expanding on what they currently know. It also offered a variety of classroom-friendly ideas, skill, and exercise. The book demonstrates how teachers can incorporate pronunciation training into the instruction of grammar and lexics in order to assist students understand its relevance and importance in effective communication. I will recommend this book to English teachers, who especially those who are still having difficulties with pronunciation, as well as teachers who teach pronunciation. So much explanation for me. More or less, I will say sorry. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you always healthy and have a nice day.